Hi guys, welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice, whole lot of truth. That's what it is. I'm not worried about the price of the stock today, guys. You know, I get my little ideas going in my head whenever I see news, and I just want to jump on it. GameStop, AMC both had great days. I don't care what the market does. I don't care what happens. If you own the stock, you're in diamond handy, you should feel great. GameStop, 175.92, all the way up to 179.80 in the after hours. What a crazy spike on the stock there. If you guys can see it on the screen, it's that big candle right there. AMC came down after hours, no similar spike, which is very telling. Those algorithms aren't working after hours. There's no OT out here, I guess, in these computers. But hey, we'll look at the stocks again tomorrow. Who really cares? Thanks for the dip. I'll keep buying. What's the news and why do I care so much about it? Let's do it. Here it is. First, I want to give you this one. This is letting you know this is Vice. If you go to the website, it's going to show you exactly what's happening. It's not a conspiracy theory. I don't like the fact they're calling it that. This is reading between the lines, and the information that's being leaked out is being leaked out the way it is on purpose. Day by day, a little more, a little more. If you leak out the whole story with all the input, you only got 1 day of press, only 1 day of advertising out of it. You didn't get anything for it. It's about money. Trust me on this one. I come from the world of advertising. This is what it is. They want to stretch it out. Let's stretch out the story. I'm okay with you because I can read between the lines. I love conspiracies. You know we didn't land on the moon, and I'm still here to tell you Trump won the election. But hey, I'll keep rolling with it because it doesn't matter. Nothing matters anyway. Doesn't matter what you believe. All that matters is what you can prove. But guess what? I'm having my a few good men moment right now. I'm literally waiting for King Griffin to go on to the courtroom, and they're going to be like, did you order the code red? And he's going to be like, are you goddamn right I did? Because there's no way he can't. If he's going to be the villain, he might as well come all out and do it. He's going to say, what do you mean? What are you mad about? I saved the whole financial world. That's what I did. I stopped everyone from shattering this market. Fight, free trade, everything. You guys should be thanking me. And that's what he's walking around telling everybody right now. And that's just my own theory. But listen, I'm showing you guys right now, if you read all this right, and I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, guys, right? The lawsuit is telling you that they were feeling stressed on the 25th. It didn't even matter about the 27th, the 28th, all of that. It was already crumbling at that point. Go ask Melvin Capital, right? You go ask Gabe Plotkin, the guy who's in bed with all the shorters, been holding hands since 2013. You guys remember when the SEC handed out the largest fine of all time to SAC Capital, whatever they are, securities, whoever they are. Who was our boy? Steve Cohen. Steve Cohen went ahead and got the biggest fine of all time. He was banned from using other people's money, but guess who didn't talk? Gabe Plotkin. He didn't say one word. He just kept quiet. He didn't get in trouble. And because he didn't say a word, he had a get out of jail free card, this kid did. And what did he do? He cashed in on it. He made the call. He said, Point 72, bail me out. And Point 72 says, don't worry, I got a buddy over there that can help you. His name's King Griffin. So they both gave about $4 billion to Melvin Capital. Melvin Capital's been quiet ever since. But yeah, they bought him out. They helped him out. We all know who was over leveraged. We saw it. We saw all the writing on the wall. Because when one domino goes, the rest will follow. And they held it up. Now, how did they do it? They put pressure on that payment for order flow, right? They're paying over 35% of the revenue that Robinhood makes. $39 million is what they actually get from Citadel for pushing orders their way. And who dictates the price at that point? Citadel does. Who's in bed with the Options Clearing Corporation? Citadel. Who's lead counsel for the Options Clearing Corporation? Citadel employee. Like things like that, you guys have to know. Do your own damn homework. But when I look at this and I see everything that happened, it doesn't take King Griffin to make a phone call. It doesn't take Vlad to make a phone call. When everyone's talking about, oh, these guys didn't even talk. The CEOs didn't talk on this X amount of date. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's more than one person that makes decisions. If I ask you, the CEO of GameStop, who is he? Name him. Can you? Half of you can't. Half of you can. Matthew Furlong, right? From Amazon. But is he calling the shots? Is he the guy in charge? How many other people on the board of directors gets to make decisions? Larry Chang? Who? Ryan Cohen? Who's making the calls, right? Now, when you're looking at over here at Citadel, who's making the dirty phone call? Remember, I watch mob movies. I watch Casino, Goodfellas. I watched, what's the other one? All of them. I don't even care. Name it down. Oh, Godfather, anything. Whisper in the air. Hey, go handle that. We don't use cell phones. We don't keep track of anything. You can't see it happen. No record. You think you're that good? This is a modern day mob movie. So what does he do? He tells somebody to go do it. And there's big guys out there. There's Jim Stallworth. There's Gretchen Howard. You guys don't know, COO of Robinhood, Gretchen Howard, and Jim, the executive officer, chief operating officer of whatever, of Robinhood Securities president. These guys are in a meeting on the phone at 5 p.m. on the 27th with Citadel. Now, here's the problem, guys. People are talking. People are getting paid to talk because they're not going to stay quiet. Citadel set up the phone call. They're in it. And Citadel did business a dirty way, as they put it. You can't believe the shit show that just happened. You wouldn't believe the convo, and I quote, you wouldn't believe the convo we had with Citadel. Total mess. And I quote, I have to say I'm disappointed in how it went down. It's difficult to have a partnership with these kinds of things go down this way. Yeah, because Robinhood was probably like logical and reasonable. We can't do that. We can't limit people from buying GameStop. Only 2 shares a day? You're telling me they could only buy 2 shares on the 28th. Each member, each retail investor could only buy 2 shares of GameStop. And TD Ameritrade did the same thing. What were the phone calls like? Citadel just makes the call. Hey, you still want this 35% of your revenue? Then do this. They own more of Robinhood than anyone. Remember, they weren't even public then. They own more Robinhood than Vlad himself. That's the theory. That's what's going on. And you're saying that it's not real? Guys, it's scary real. Scary real. Because when that phone call comes, believe it. Imagine if your parents woke up one day when you were 17, 18, and which most of us, this happened. But imagine if it happens to you, retail investor that's sitting at home with AMC shares and GameStop shares. Parents walk in and go like this. You're going to give me all your money. You're going to do all the chores, or you can move out. You're just going to do whatever the hell they say because they're your daddy. And Citadel is Robinhood's daddy. I promise you. King Griffin walking around with his head high, that ugly look on his face. This guy probably wears polo shirts buttoned all the way to the top. I can imagine what this guy does. He's gross. Did they have the conversations? You better believe they did. Now, here's the criminal activity that Robinhood did. Robinhood sold positions of AMC and GME. On the 27th, they sold AMC, the presidents, the CEOs, all these guys, the top dogs. And they even talk about it in writing. It's all here. It's in the transcripts here. Guys, all of this that's been put out there, when they put the PCO on the market, guys, position close only. They agreed to do that, and that's a direction from Citadel. They're only going to do closing positions, no open positions. In writing, James Starworth, well, I don't even want to say his name, but I don't even really care. I sold my AMC today. FYI, tomorrow morning, we're moving GME to 100%, so you are aware. What's 100%? That you couldn't do margin or that I'm selling all my shares? Everything's in GME. I don't know what that means exactly. I have to read between the lines for that one. But here you go. Position close only, top 4 symbols. AMC, GME, Nook, and BB. We aren't paying $3 billion worth. They weren't going to pay you. They decided. And you know why? I'm going to tell you why, guys. Because guys like Vlad, guys like Gabe Plotkin, guys like Steve Cohen, the Dirty Dozen, right? What is there? 35 people that they're suing on this thing. There's people out there doing really bad stuff. You know why? Because they literally go like this. What are you going to do about it? I can disable the buy button for this stock. I can halt it. What are you going to do about it? People, what can you do about it? Honestly, you ever seen a football game or a basketball game or something? There's like a call. The referee makes a call. You're like, what is he doing? He threw a flag. Oh, my God. You saw that playoff game in the Saints and the Rams? There's a PI. Like pass interference. You could do nothing about it. You felt helpless. But because it's a game, what does it really matter at the end of the day? This is not a game. This is people's lives, people's financial freedom. This is an open market. This is America. It is America. And everyone at this moment in time has the opportunity to buy whatever shares they like. I'm a huge bull on GME. You guys know that. I'm a GameStop guy. I'm not an AMC guy for all the right reasons. Right? I don't need my CEO pandering on Twitter, doing all those things. But let me hit you with some numbers, and then maybe you guys can understand why I'm in GameStop and not in AMC. I'm going to close out the video this way. And for all you AMC guys, don't watch this part. If you don't want the truth, don't watch this part. AMC Entertainment Holdings. Citadel owns all of it. And when I say all of it, I mean the whole damn float that you think is floating out there. They hold enough options to cover all of it. Long and short. They bought calls and puts. Do you know why? Because in this world, it's called a hedge fund. They hedge their positions. If they got shorts, they've got plenty of calls to cover. Plenty of calls. So if you think that price is going to rise up, you think it's going to benefit you, and it's going to keep going, it's not. The price of AMC going up means they're going to cover. They cover when the price goes up. And then they catch it on the way down. They make money on the way down. This is the manipulation of this market. This is what we're talking about. So please, guys, understand, if I own GameStop and the company is an amazing company and it's making money, it's doing all the right things, hiring new executives like it has, 135, 136 new people brought onto the team, doing real things, as Ryan Cohen would say, making real money. Because it takes money to buy whiskey. Talk is cheap. Don't talk it, walk it. Look at this, guys. This is real. Citadel has enough to cover whatever's out there. It's the truth. And half of you guys won't ever see this video. So what do I care? Have a good night, millionaires. We're going to be all right. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around.